Hello, everyone. Guten Tag. Today we are going to continue with Germany. Now, here's a disclaimer. I do not speak German. I didn't know much about Germany until I started to teach this course. If you know more about Germany than I do, that is wonderful. I hope you enjoyed the video from yesterday, which gave you a little bit more information about Germany in an exciting kind of way. That guy is super hilarious. So we're gonna get started. So first and foremost, you're gonna open today's assignment, which you already have. Otherwise, you wouldn't have gotten to this video. You're gonna download the PDF attached to it, and I want you to create a split screen between this video and that PDF so that you can follow along and take notes as we go through the presentation. Okay, so as you can see, once you download the PDF, you're going to see that all you have to do is fill in the blanks. And yeah, that's it. And you're actually going to submit that so that I can see that you did it. Okay, so let's get started. The big question, what are we doing today? So yesterday you watched the Geography Now video on Germany, and today I'm going to kind of talk a little bit about Germany's history, just a little bit, and some facts about Germany. Remember that I'm not going to teach you about culture, we're just going to talk about geography. And in order for you to understand how Germany became Germany, it's important to, in terms of like its geography, it's important to understand the history behind it, which is why I'm going to give you a little history about Germany. Okay, so let's get started with filling in the blanks. So Germany is the 7th largest country in Europe with a population of 82.79 million people. It is as big as the state of Montana. So if you don't know what Montana looks like, I would pull up a map of the United States and find Montana. Once you find Montana, you'll see that Germany is actually pretty small compared to the United States. So, yes. Now, we kind of saw that with France too. A lot of the European countries are, in fact, very small compared to the United States. The capital of Germany is Berlin, and Berlin itself has 3.3 million people. Oh, that was that. Okay. Remember, you can always pause the video to get all these blanks. All right. So why is Germany so quote unquote big? Because it's not as big as the United States, but it is one of the largest countries in Europe. Well, in 1949, the Cold War was happening. And there was actually two German states, the Federal Republic of Germany and the German Democratic Republic. So Germany was split into two, and they were referred to as German states. But what I want you to understand is that they had separate leaderships, which we will see in a second. So here is a picture. Here's the Federal Republic, the German Democratic Republic, okay? And that was the divide between 1949 and 1989. So about 40 years. Why was there a divide? The divide was between the West and the East. The reason for the divide was because the East was controlled by communist Russia, which by then was called the Soviet Union, and it was founded in 1949. They decided that East Berlin was going to be its capital, and then the west side was led by NATO, which is a coalition of, let's call them the good guys, okay? The good countries, not the communist. Now, you might be wondering what communism is. Communism is when the country decides that they're going to split their wealth evenly among everyone. Although it does sound kind of ideal, it's not fair at the end of the day to have your wealth be controlled by the government. So imagine if the government controlled your money, the money that you work for. It wouldn't be fair. So that's why communism is super unpopular. Okay, let me continue. All right, so um, in order to keep the communist power or whatever, people didn't find it fair, so they wanted to leave the the country. They wanted to the East Germans wanted to leave because they thought it wasn't fair to live in a communist country. However, in an effort to stop people from leaving, this guy, Walter Albright, ordered the construction of the Berlin Wall. The Berlin Wall served as a border between the two Germanys, and people who tried to cross it or go over it were sometimes killed and brought back to East Germany. So on early August 13th, the East German troops and workers began to string barbed wire and set up barriers that will eventually be called the Berlin Wall, which was 100 miles long. And it divided Berlin, the actual city of Berlin, making East Berlin a prison for the citizens there, and they could no longer escape. Okay. Okay. So let's see. The reunification. They did end up becoming reunited once again, and I'm going to tell you how. It happened due to the decline of the Soviet Union and the fall of communism in around 1990. So, the fact that communism became less popular caused the Soviet Union to decline, and therefore enabling Germany to become reunified in the 90s. With the reunification of the two German states, the country became Europe's most populous nation, strengthened its role as a key member in the European Union, and one of the continent's economic, political, and security organizations. So it really helped the European Union as a whole to have Germany become one. And ever since then, it has stayed that way. All right, so let's look at the quick facts. If you keep scrolling down, you'll get to this page. So the official name of Germany is actually called the Federal Republic of Germany. The reason why it's a federal republic is because it is run by the public. I don't know how else to express that, but it is a country run by the public, which is why it's called a republic. The name in German, I wouldn't know how to pronounce that accurately. The Bundesrepublik Deutschland. Bundesrepublik Deutschland. I don't know how to speak German, but that's the best I can do. Okay. The capital city, as you learned, is Berlin. With 82.79 million people in Germany as a total. The official language is German, but 50% of the population in Germany speak English. The reason why is because most European countries start teaching their children another language early on. For example, like starting in elementary school as compared to here in the United States. Some districts do middle school, some wait until high school. So most people are fluent in English in Germany. The currency they use in Germany is the euro, just like in France. And the current president is Frank-Walter Steinmeier. And there's a chancellor, Angela Merkel. Okay, the reason why there's a president and a chancellor is because of Adolf Hitler. When Hitler became the leader of Germany and, caused World War II and enslaved all the Jews and did all that heinous stuff, once the war was over and once Germany regained their self back, I guess, they got their life together, they decided that one person should not be able to hold so much power, so they made two people a leader. And in actuality, the person who holds the most power in Germany between the president and the chancellor is actually the chancellor. The chancellor is the executive commander-in-chief, basically, and the president is more of a ceremonial position, like the Queen of Britain. She doesn't actually make decisions, but she goes and shake hands with cool people. Okay, so she goes and takes all those trips, as compared to the president here, who does everything, including making the decisions for the country. Okay, what I do want you to do is you're gonna watch this video, and this link is going to be in your folder right underneath this
German reunification.
Right underneath this assignment, there's going to be this German reunification YouTube video posted right underneath. I want you to take a look at that, and you're going to submit your notes. But other than that, that is all I have for today. I hope you all have a great day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.